Hi, Shaken Gaming here. It's coming to the end of the year soon, and half-pigs and dwarfs, two new races, are finally arriving just around the corner in a day or two or three or a week, I don't know. But I thought maybe it was time to round off the Gear 11, Gear 12 talk on all the existing characters. So I looked at the stats for every character at pure Gear 11 and at Gear 12 to see who benefits the most from making this upgrade, which is rather costly. First up, here's a calculation of the estimated health pool for every character at Gear 11, and then going up to Gear 12, the difference between those two. The estimated health pool is a calculation of the character's health, shield, and mitigation coming from armor combined together to make an estimated amount of damage that the character can take before they die. That's the estimated health pool, here in short, EHP. So the increase from Gear 11 to Gear 12 is quite a big difference on how much estimated health pool the characters get. From Salvador up here at 65k to Sarah at the bottom with 15k. That's massive. So there's some good characters up here, mainly tanks, and well, if you look close down in the names down here, this is a lot of legendaries really. If we go over to my very pretty enhancement of this graph, then you will see I ranked Sarah as trash upgrade here. She still gets 15k, but it's not like you're above 40k as the tanks up here, and a few more. Master Duo, for example, Tanessa, Santara. I've put in a 30k split here just so you can see where it splits, with Count Belmont just below 30k increase and Patriarch Creed just above. It's easier to see up here when you have a line with Wanderlula going just below and Santara going just above. But if we look down here in the orange area, we have Talan, Mordoom, Hardog, Solius, General Murdoch, Garrett, Shadar, Nigel, Buff, Ember, Dr. Frank. Some of the best characters in the game are all bunched up down here, getting less increase going up to Gear 12 in their health than nearly every other character in the game. Just underlines that App Quantum has seen that maybe they were a bit too strong. They're still some of the best characters in the game. Definitely these legendaries, but they will be just slightly less powerful when your entire roster has been upgraded, because nearly every other character gain more from doing this upgrade. If we look at the speed, there's a lot of characters that get absolutely nothing. Talan is down here again. She gets no speed increase. And Pigwald get 12, Frank 11, Shadar 11, Mortha 10, Garm 9. Those are the absolute best. Then there's a middle field that might be worth upgrading, but in my opinion you shouldn't look at upgrading to Gear 12 from Gear 11 if your intention is to get speed. If you look at anything below 4 is my opinion, and 4 to 6, it's not a big increase spending that much material, but just to show you that the most important stat, speed, these are the characters that benefit the most. Hope you can use it to something. Oops. In the end, I made a point system to try and estimate who overall benefits the most, not just from speed and estimated health pool, but also from potency, tenacity, damage increase, and critical hit chance. all those I weight together with estimated health pool having twice as many points as the others, and then I rank them, who had most, who had less. A lot of characters gained 0 potency and 0 tenacity going from gear 11 to gear 12, and that is in here as well. At the absolutely rock bottom, you have Roxy. She gains nearly nothing going from gear 11 to gear 12. It's an absolute waste. Sadly, some of the others that benefit the least, according to this graph, is the same as was lowest on the estimated health pool before. Let's go over to my wonderful graphic here. We've got Murdoch, Titania, Kiri, and Buff down here. So some of the strongest characters again down in the bottom. Talan following just after. We got Sarah down in the yellow. Ember also, Hardork. So again, it looks like the best characters get the least amount of increase overall. So my point system isn't completely bogus when it shows this, in my opinion. So the best thing about this graph, I think, is to look at maybe the green area or close to the green area and see which characters that maybe have been underused by you benefits most from taking this jump, upgrading them. Of course, the very worst of them you shouldn't touch still, but the best of them is definitely worth upgrading. Atom, for example, Trumgar, Yogi, don't upgrade him, sorry, until Pride gets a rework. But Frank also, Shaolin, don't touch him. Wonderlula, Nigel, Santara, Darien, no. Kellerian, Major Shot, Freezard, yes. Shadar, yes. These are the characters that fit the most. You also got someone like Mordoom just outside the top, going over 15 points on my scale. These characters are very, very good to upgrade in the green area, but of course you cannot neglect the legendaries down here that I marked with the yellow points. Well, not all are legendaries, but very, very strong characters at the moment, because even though they gain a lot less than those up here in the green, they are still so strong that they're worth it anyway. So that's my recommendation. Skip the rest. Don't touch the reds unless they are really marked on this with dots here, red or yellow dots in the bottom. All those in between here, you can choose, but I wouldn't recommend it. But the green ones are recommendable. Check all 3 graphs, make your decisions. Have a great Christmas.